Hi, in this episode of Toysbackzen, we're going to be taking a look at these three classified figures. These are all sub-teams. They have been out for a while, but I just got my hands on them. You can see on the left we have Python Patrol Officer. In the middle we have Tiger Force Recondo. And on the right we have, right here, Tiger Force Bazooka. Now, they have made Bazooka already in his regular uniform, but this is the sub-team. All three of these are sub-teams. You can see the wonderful artwork there. I do like all the artwork on all of these boxes, and we'll take a look at all of these boxes one by one. You can see Tiger Force scene in the back. I do like how the box versions, the environmental box versions of these, I find that the artwork was way cooler, and I liked how they had a picture of the figures in the back. Here on the side you can see his ranks, and he is number 54. Now, of course, they have all of these Tiger Force figures. Here's Recondo here. He was one of my favorite figures as a kid. Not the Tiger Force one, but the regular one. I think he came out in 1986, 85, 86. He was one of my favorite figures. I like his hat a lot. And I really like his artwork here. I think it's fantastic. We'll turn it off to the side. Again, it carries on with that great artwork. Like the sun is starting to set. Everything is orange. And you can see here on the bottom there's him again in a smaller scale. Here's the artwork of the Tiger Force in the back. Here's his ranks, and his number is number 55. Now, I believe all of these guys came out already in their regular uniforms except for Recondo, and that's unfortunate. I wish they would have brought all these guys out in their regular uniforms first. Here we have Python Patrol Officer. He's just a repaint of Cobra Officer. And you can see him here. He's really cool. He's got that green and the yellow stripes. His artwork is fantastic. We can look at that. If we look to the side, more artwork. Really cool. The back is the same as the other two, except he's got the Python Patrol logo there on the bottom left corner. Here's his ranks, and he is number 56. So that's awesome. The only thing I get to say about these guys is because these are sub-teams, and I like the sub-teams. I like the sub-teams from the late 80s. I really enjoyed collecting those back in the early 2000s. I collected them. And now I want to get them all. And the only thing is that they put Tiger Force Duke with the Ram Cycle, the Tiger Force Ram Cycle. And I really don't want to pay $75 for that motorcycle because I already got it with Breaker. So let's get these figures out. You can see we've got Tiger Force and the Python Patrol logos here inside the box after you take the figures out of the shells, and I think that looks really cool. I do like to put these boxes sideways and then put them on display, which is what I'll do with these boxes too. I'll show you a picture at the end of this video and you can see all of my boxes and how I display them. They all have butterfly joints here on the shoulders. If you can see here, I really like butterfly joints actually. Those are really great. And I just think that Bazooka here, he's got like a really cool, I like where they decided to make his arm swivel here. Right where the arm kind of comes out because he's a pretty muscular guy. He's got big biceps, and they did it right above where his bicep starts to bulge out a little bit. And I think that was a good idea. I think that looks really good. It looks kind of seamless even when you're moving it. I'm not really happy about this paintwork here on the inside of the arm. It doesn't look very good. This one here is better. But he looks really good. He's got big legs compared to the other two. He's just a big guy. The thing about the 3 3/4 figures is they were all pretty much the exact same build. So the thing that I like about what they're doing with classifieds is some guys are bigger than others, more muscular. Some guys are thinner. If you're looking at Python Patrol Officer, he's a little bit more slim, and Recondo is not quite as slim as him. And then we've got Bazooka, who's quite large. He's got a belt here that's separate in the brown. You can see that. He's got that Tiger Force paint scheme on there. He's got those nice boots. And of course, he's got his football shirt. Now, he does come with a helmet here. He's got this backpack. Now, the cool thing about the backpack is he can put the rockets in there. And they go in just like that. And if you're familiar with the original Bazooka, he had the same thing. And the 3 3/4 inch one, you could not take these out. And I'm pretty sure if our parents stepped on these, those really hurt the feet, I bet. Just like Lego. So those go all go in there like that. Really nice and neat. But because they come out, they also can be put into his Bazooka. And they go in just like that. Fit right in there really good. And on the back of his Bazooka, he does have a hole in there if you want to put some blast effects in there. Now, I don't have any blast effects with these guys, I don't think. I think maybe one figure that I bought came with blast effects. I don't know why Hasbro is not giving us blast effects. They're giving us holes in most of these weapons for blast effects, but they don't give us the blast effects. Now, there is a two-tone on this. The strap and the padding on the side of the Bazooka is a darker green, and I think that looks really cool. There's an extra handle here. There is like a little hook here. Hook it on there like that, I think. Now, because you can do that, then he has no more weapons. It would have been nice to give him an extra pistol, but I mean, I've got so many pistols with other figures that we've gotten that he could clearly have another weapon from them. So I think he looks really good, and he's a little top heavy though, I noticed. He doesn't really stand very well. He's a little top heavy, but he's a big boy. So I'll just put him there. Let's take a look at the Python Patrol Officer. And we've seen this guy before with the Cobra Soldier or the Cobra Officer in blue. And he also has a helmet. In the box, he had the helmet on, but you can actually take the helmet off. And that's what he looks like with the helmet. Looks really good. He's got a separate harness on his chest that wraps around his back and his lower back there. And he also has a separate belt here with a holster here. We can put something in there. He's also got a sheath here on the left leg. We can put something in there. He's got some gauntlets on his arms there. And like I said, I really like the green that they used for this. There's actually a lot of different textures on this figure. It would take me all day to kind of go through it. But it's really cool. I am noticing the silver buckles on top of his boot and on the side of his boot here. Some on here. Silver buckles there. The Cobra symbol on his glove here. Just fantastic. It's just, there's so much detail in these figures. I really like them. We've also got some pockets here for holding other stuff too. So let's get him armored up. We've got this. That goes on his back. He doesn't really have a backpack like the other two, but you can put that on his back. So this gun here goes into the holster like this. Looks really good. We've got tons of pockets here, so we've got a holster for the clip right here. It's an extra clip for your machine gun. I do like the green detail paint on the machine gun. That's really cool. I've seen that several times. We've got a smaller Luger. That goes in here like that. And that fits in there really good and snug, just like it belongs there. We also have a sheath here for his knife. Let's take a look at this knife too. This knife is really nice. It's got some really nice texture, nice details on the blade, silver accents, and we have a really cool handle on there too. Lots of design work on that. And then with his machine gun, he's got, I think this is like a sight, I think it is. Yeah, he's got like a sight there that just plugs in like that. And you can see that machine gun all decked out, and I'm pretty sure that comes out, and it does. And he can carry everything too. It's really nice when the figures can carry everything. They've been doing a really great job making these figures and making sure they can hold all of their accessories. So I do have one problem with this figure. They call this a Python Patrol officer, but here I have the 3 3/4 and the 4-inch 25th anniversary figure, and this is actually the Python Patrol officer. And if you look here, this is the Python Patrol trooper. So they made a Python trooper and called him an officer, and obviously you can see his coloring is exactly the same as the trooper, and you can see the black officer here has a different color scheme altogether. So somehow it's kind of like the Forlom and the Zuckus, where somebody got confused and put the wrong title on the figure. I do hope that we do still get the Python Patrol, the real Python Patrol officer, because I do like how they've got the black on him. He looks really cool. But I'd have to say that I'm mostly excited for Recondo. Look at that mustache. That's the thing that I can remember the most about this figure is his mustache, and I really liked his hat. His hat is off to the side like that. He's got a handgun here. Put that into his holster here. Fits just like a glove like the other one. He comes with a machete. Really cool. He does have a sheath here for his machete. I like how they made that. It's kind of cut here on the side so that the large part of the blade, which is actually on the bottom, will fit right in there, and then it goes down to the very bottom to the tip. Now the bottom of the sheath has an opening there. I don't think that was necessary. The machete seems to just go just far enough. I don't know why that's open like that. I don't think that was necessary. You can see the Tiger Force paint job on his pants. Looks really good. Now his shirt does come down and then it kind of comes underneath his belt, and that is a separate piece. It's kind of a rubbery piece. He does have a watch here with some silver detail. He's got a compass with some gold and silver detail there. Lots of pouches. His holster here on a harness here that hangs down over his stomach. That's really cool. And this piece here is also a loose rubber piece with lots of pouches here and there. That is a really cool figure. And you have to give them props for trying to take the 3 3/4 inch design and putting it into a 6-inch figure. It's really good. And a lot of these figures were designed back in the 80s. And, they had great designers back then. So they're just trying to recreate that with more detail. And this was the other thing that I loved about Recondo was his gun, and it had the wraps around it. I can remember that. Now his gun, when he was in the 3 3/4 inch line, was like a light green, I believe. I think that's what it was. And he also has a backpack with some paint detail on the top. He's got like a little cot here that is wrapped around on the top, and he's got a water bottle there and lots of straps. Really cool. That plugs into his back. So in conclusion with these figures, I think they're amazing. I'm really happy to have these sub-team characters. And like I said, I probably will not buy the original Bazooka. I did buy this guy, the original Cobra officer, just because he is a army builders, and you can't have too many of those figures. So I will always buy all of those. Here's the Python Patrol bat that we have from a previous purchase and review that I've done. And we also have Tiger Force Outback too. So they're starting to look good. And I know that my local Toys R Us also has a Python Patrol Viper, and it's out. I know that they've got it in stock. I just have to go pick it up hopefully this weekend before they're all gone. I think that these sub-team Tiger Force and Python Patrols are looking really good. I just wish that they would have brought Duke out without the Ram cycle. Please leave a comment down below and let me know if you like these figures. Do you like the fact that they're doing the sub-teams? Do you wish that they did the version 1 of these characters first before they do the sub-teams? And do you like that these sub-team characters are coming out with vehicles? So please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.